Well, we finally got it. Our first snow. A little cold out today, this morning. -1 Celsius. That's about 29-30 Fahrenheit. Going down to the shop. Just thought I'd show you guys our first snowfall. Roads are pretty bare down here. All right, we're gonna check out to see what we got going on here. Let me turn the music down here so we can got some of the painting going on, the regular stuff. Machines have all been spark plugs, everything's been done, the filters, painting's done. Look how good this looks. It's really good. All right, we're gonna put the slow chargers on the old cars. That's what Ariel's doing this morning. Isn't that a good look? So we're gonna put a slow charger on this one here. This thing here, and put on the battery. So we buy at our local store, our local parts store, and the other one is going to go on here on the Fiero. You see the batteries right there. So we'll put this thing on there too. Get that, be one more thing done. So we got some on all of the vehicles. As you can see, the slow chargers going on the bike here. Got one on the bike here. It's right there. On the old stump grinder, wood chipper. Going on the parents' car. My parents asked if they could put their car here away for the winter here, the place that they usually have, the spot. They lost. The person that owned the house sold the house, so they only need one vehicle in the winter. So we could put a couple chargers on these cars. I picked up a couple lights. Like I said, it's just regular, nice little maintenance stuff to do. We have a light that's broken here. See that side marker is broke right there. So I went to Princess Automobile, picked up a set of these. I don't know what the big difference is. My CarQuest dealership, they were like 250 bucks for this. And over at Princess was like $40-50. Still don't understand that. All right, got a muffler cover for the stump grinder. I'm gonna pick up some paint, some white paint, just some regular base coat stuff. The white that we use for the trucks. Do the oil change in the the wood chipper. It's been a really good wood chipper the last few years. The first couple of years we had some problems with it. There's always breakdowns, but last 3 years there haven't had much breakdowns. Just been regular maintenance. That's it. All right, so this one's all set up, ready to go out if there's anything, but there won't be. In the winter it's pretty quiet. Put the old snow tires on there. Just picked up a gallon of paint. A gallon of white paint. YZ, which is the Ford white color that we just regular paint. I think it's just what is it, vinyl, not vinyl, pearl, liquid pearl base coat. $160 what it costs for a gallon of paint, just base stuff to put on the truck. Isn't that hard to believe? But we'll get everything going here. We'll go and look at that. Turn that down. Yeah, so I'll just mark it up. I'll put it in our inventory. 60/20, the same as this one. I'll just write on top of it what it is. It's white, YZ. That's just because it's in French. So we'll just put it in our inventory. Correct?
What?
Not the easiest place to get it in. It'll be easy. Just gonna be a nice little plug. Look at that. Look at that big horsepower motor. Big power, 150 horsepower. So we'll do the same thing over here. Oh, you already did it. Perfecto, perfecto. I'm gonna change the windshield on this van. I just noticed there's a little crack here. So we'll have that repaired, we'll fix that. Yeah, so the windshield, I may have shown you guys before. See the crack? I don't know if you guys can see that crack there. We'll have that windshield changed on that one. Yeah, you can see it. You can't see it from the outside, you can only see it from the inside. Get the oil changed. Anybody needs a 4.6, we got a 4.6 here. It's got about 100,000 miles on it. Runs good. Bad transmission though. All right, what's the mileage on this one here? $60. Oil change at 62. So we're gonna fix this door. See this door here? Seems to have come undone. The weld seems to have, the weld right here. See how it came off? See how it's okay here, and here it's starting to split. Here it's completely off. Look, I can push it. So we're going to pull the door off. We're going to weld that part right there instead of changing the whole door. I was thinking of maybe changing the whole door, but then we're going to have it all restriped and just going to be a pain. So I said, let's just pull the door off. We'll just try to refit it, see if we can get that going. We'll straighten this out here, and we'll just give it a couple tack welds. That'd be good enough. All the strobe lights seem to be working. You throw the lights on this one to see. Yeah, everything seems to be working here. We had this wrap done on this truck probably 15 years ago. You can see it's starting to come up a bit, but for 15 years, I have nothing to complain about. This was one of our clients that we used to do back in the day. Place has been sold since. See how where it's kind of dried out. So very brittle, very brittle. Can't complain. I don't know how much it cost back in the day, but I'm sure it was less than what it costs today. I was looking at some trucks I bought back in the day, SUVs for the wife. They used to buy them at Copart. I was looking at a 2005, I think it was a Lincoln Aviator I'd bought. It'd been in a small little accident. I think I paid 14 grand and I had fixed it all up. I think it cost me 20 grand once it was all fixed. And then I saw that before that I had a Ford Explorer 2004. I think I paid 11 grand, and by the time it was all fixed up, I think it cost me like 25. Something like that, or they both cost me about 25. It was a 2004 and I did it in the beginning of 2005. That it was a black Ford Explorer, it was an Eddie Bauer, back what they used to have with the V8. And then in 2000, I think it might have been 2007, because I drove that probably for a year, 2005 to 2006. So probably 2006, I bought that Lincoln Aviator, which was a 2005. I think I had 40,000 miles on it. Nice one. It was that nice white there, that beautiful white that they had on those Lincolns back in the day. Remember, I drove that for about a year and a half, a couple of years. Oh, I don't know if I drove a couple of years. Then after that, what did I buy? I think I bought I think I bought a 2008 Ford Explorer. It was a burgundy, the limited edition with the running boards that came out. I remember that. I had that, but that one we kept for like 8 years. These are really good, these NOCO for your batteries and stuff. You just plug them in. Yeah, kept that one a long time. I think we did that one, it was a 2008. I might have did it 2009. They're usually about a year old. Sun is out today. Sun's coming through those windows up there. And kept that one, I think, right up till about 2016. Because it seems like I bought a new one, brand new in 2016, an Explorer Platinum. It wasn't worth it to buy any more Copart. I don't know what's going on in Copart. We've looked at the last year's, because see this truck here is a Copart truck. This one, 2008. I think I bought it in 2010. This one here too is a Copart, my 350. It's a 2005, but I think I bought it maybe 2011, 2010, something like that. I might have bought that in 2009, I'm not sure. This truck van here, I think I bought in 2005, maybe. Something like that. This one here, I think I bought in 2011. And the truck on the other side, though, which is a 2008, the 450, I bought that in, I'll say maybe 2014. Something like that. Been a good truck. I haven't had any problems. Got this little scar here, a little working scar. One of the guys backed up one of the vans, backed it in front, right in front of this one, and the bucket just cracked the chrome on it. Been a good truck though. Going through inspection in a couple of weeks. Gonna put that through our local inspection here. We have to do yearly inspection on them. Shouldn't be a problem. Everything's good. Had that box done on it. We had that box made. Oh, let me look to see there if all the lights are working on this. Since I'm here, since I have the time to check it out. Oh, got one not working right there. Those are all working. It's always good to have those lights just in case, you know, for safety. We're very safety conscious. Never know what can happen. Bad lucks can always happen. At least if you're careful about everything, there's less chance of something happening. Something does happen, it ends up being an accident because you take care of all your stuff. Yeah, this is an old one and everything is still no rust, no nothing, especially here in Quebec. A little bit of scars from the sidewalks. Here's an old one too, but this one, like I said, there's no miles, 60,000 miles I think on it. And I think when we bought it, it might have had, I think it had 25. And we've had that for at least 15 years, somewhere around there. Had it a long time. This is a classic. This is the first one though. We had this, and we had a Ranger with it at the same time. One of the first trucks I used, little Rangers. And I had that one. Then we got this Super Duty with the box on the back. That's the only reason why I bought this truck, because it had the box on the back. I wanted this utility box to work with. I'd buy another truck with it, but there don't seem to be too many around. And we need the ones with the box on the back where this opens up on top here, like this one here. See how that is? This opens because we keep our extensions up on top there, and we got extensions and rope. Here we got chainsaw pants, and we got some binders and stuff right there. Yeah, so this here, this old Warrior here, a little over 300,000 kilometers. Let me see if the lights are working on that one. Yeah, everything seems to be working. Got the pace car lights up on top here inside the window. So all the lights have been gone over, so that's all working well. Not much rust on this one. The box had the rust, and we changed the box. The box, we had problems right here on the box, this little part right here. I guess there's a thickness of 2 of them there, and we had problems here with the rust. But we picked up that box. Picked up that box. It was on this truck last year. See, here's the old box. See the little rust here. But the real rust's on the other side. See, look, we fixed this so many times. Probably no more steel in here, probably all Bondo. And we had some rust under this here. Under the sticker, you couldn't see it. We broke that up like that there. The truck wasn't like that, we broke it. We wanted to try to figure out where the rust was. Yeah, we picked this. This is a 2004 we picked up for parts. I looked for a couple, 2-3 years for a box. A nice box, no rust on it, and I couldn't find any here in Quebec. So I checked in Ontario and I couldn't find any there either. So I said, well, look in New Brunswick in Canada, couldn't find any. And then I found some in Vermont, and they wanted like $2,000 each for a box, and I had to go down there and get shipping and all that stuff and customs, and it was a hassle. And then one day I just happened to be looking on the Facebook Marketplace, and this truck popped up. It's been parked for like 10 years, if not more, probably more than 10 years. The farmer had it. It was out in his field. Transmission let go on it, and when the transmission let go, he just parked it. So it was sitting in his field. Got a little bit of surface rust here, but that's nothing. It's probably because I don't know if those fenders had been repainted or what. But the rest of the truck is pretty clean. The bottom of the doors are nice. A little bit of rust, but nothing. We don't need no doors. There's an American truck come out of the States because it's in miles an hour. So if we need any parts, we're all set for that truck over there. Once that truck over there is going to be finished, the day it's finished, then we'll get rid of this thing. For now, we'll just let it sit here inside. And when we don't have no more room inside, we'll put it outside. You know that what we would like here is to build another part here with 5 more doors. That's the goal. Heading that way, because it's all our land here. I'll show you guys. So that's the goal. So this is all our land out back here everywhere. So do 5 more doors, as many as we can get in. If we can get 6 in, we'll get 6. But I already had the plans all done. It seems like it's 5 doors. And there's a couple doors in between the doors so you can get in and out. So if ever we want to rent some of them, you know, one day we're going to stop all this nonsense and we'll just do something. We'll just rent out all these doors. Probably get about a couple grand a door. So if you can have 12 doors, a couple grand, if you calculate that, then you do that each month and every year. When you decide, then you can make a couple bucks doing that too on top of working. Nothing like having an income coming in when you're sleeping. When you have income coming in when you're sleeping, now that's good stuff. All right, let's look at the lights on this one here. All right, we got one burnt here. These ones here are good. Oh, you got the old pace truck lights in the back there. That's all good, and let's check out the front here and see. This truck here too is really clean. No rust at all. Been a good truck. We've had like regular problems. Every once in a while you get a problem with these big trucks, but we try to keep on top of them. Got a little dent here. We're gonna fix that. Try to do some dentless removal here. Look at this. Look how nice that is. Still good for a long time. Asphalt's holding up. We're in the industrial park, so you always got trucks going in and out all over the place here. Or beside this, a big cardboard box company beside us here. They have a bunch of buildings around here. A lot of buildings. I don't know why that was unlocked. I don't know. I don't understand that. What problem, mon ami? Look across the street over there. You see the people have been painting over there. Look at that. So far, we haven't been touched. We've been pretty lucky. But you see 2 different businesses. Cool pictures with your old muscle car and stuff. You just bring your car here and park it in front of all this. Look pretty cool. I don't know who the moron is. Probably the guy that paints this. Looks good though. For pictures, get stuff like that. Yeah, so that's too bad there that what. So they're having a hard time. I know they just laid off. I don't know how many people work there. I think it's 100 or 150. That's too bad. Oh, excuse Ariel. All right, so let's go see what our next project's gonna be. Let me look, see if there's any stuff I need here in inventory that I need to order. All right, got some jackets, got some hats, some helmets, some chainsaw pants, got a brand new harness, some blades right there. All right, so this is good. This is just overstock. We got a battery charger, slow charger. All right, clothes. Do we need? Okay, we got large, medium, extra large. Should be doing pretty good on this. Quite a few sweatshirts, quite a few t-shirts. Medium, I got plenty. I think I got some more of these up at the house. That's good. All right, got some gloves, glasses, got some chainsaw blades, got hats. These are all hats that Still has for us. They supply us with. Still haven't got any news from them yet on about those shafts and those bearings for the KM 131s. Why they covered that for 15 years and all of a sudden they haven't covered it. Not strong stuff. They're not being very forthcoming with what's going on. I just noticed we had these Mac tool covers for the fenders when we're working on the car. Got a brand new set of running boards right there. Brand new set, never even been installed. Picked those up somewhere. I think they're F-150 2020, something like that. I think it's all the same thing anyways. They haven't changed them that much. Took the door off this van here because remember I showed you guys a minute ago what was going on, so we're gonna open it up, or I'll show you guys. We'll just lay it on the... All right, so what I could see here, see how I can close that gap there? So what we'll do is we'll close the gap and we'll weld that little part right there. I'm wondering, the only thing I'm wondering is if this crack right here, there's another crack right there, one here and here. I'm just wondering if that's what's causing the problem. Because if I look, let me go grab my light here. If I, last year we had the same thing on the other one. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, one more thing down. So weld that up, I'll show you guys how that comes out. All right, let me go check on the Fiero. I got those lights aren't working on the back here. We look on the back right here, it says Pontiac. And usually when you put your parking lights, those are supposed to light up. They're not lighting up. So I'll take these little covers off, 6 of them. Then the screws should be right under there for these lights. So let me get that apart. All right, so we'll get our handy tool here. So this, we should be able to just pop them off, no problem. Look at that, just like butter. Now you can see your screws are right here. So we'll take those out. All right, taking these screws out. Look how long those are. All right, so now they should just come straight out. They should just pop out of here. Look at that. All right, what we're gonna do, these are gonna be for the Pontiac. We're gonna pull that out and take a look to see. Let me turn on the parking lights just to see if we can see what's going on. Maybe they'll come on. Because that's one of the fun things about these Pontiacs, when that lights up at night. All right, now I don't know if it's gonna be that. This is a little light. Let's go and get one. We'll try it in. It'd be hard to believe that they would all just turn off like that. So as you can see, the parking light right there is on the corner. This is gonna be your flasher, it's gonna be your reverse, and here's the Pontiac. All right, let's go see if we have any of these lights. All right. Turn that down. Let me look over here, see if we have any in our toolbox. Right here, lights. Alright, I don't see none in this one. This is what we're looking for. So we'll look in the next one, and if we don't have none, we'll just go over to CarQuest. Go right over to CarQuest and we'll get a couple. No, I don't see none in here either. We've got all kinds of lights, but none of those. I got a bigger one here. I'll just try it to see if it works. And if not, we'll go over to CarQuest. We got a Napa and a CarQuest over by where we are here. I'll just get one of the two. All right, let's plug this in. No. Let me just test it to see. Maybe the car has to be on. I don't know. Do you think the car has to be started? Let me test it and see. Oh yeah, the car has to be on. Look, it's working. Was a waste of time. Look at that. It's all on. Never even thought of that. It didn't even cross my mind once. The car has to be on for those lights to work. All right, let's turn the parking lights back off. So we'll just do it the same as what we did before. Instead of taking them out, we'll put them in. All right, got all the clips back in. All right, we'll take these out. These are going to be changed on the car. Those little rubbers right there, or these little rubbers right here, you see how they're cracked? Those are original rubbers. So we'll put those on the car. When we have time, we'll do those. So this just has to be cleaned up, just a lot of dust on it. All right, we're fixing the door, we're welding the door. So we took off the van, windshield changed. Guy just came and changed the windshield. I just missed him. It took him not even an hour to get this done. Pull the other one out and put this one in. PGW. So you see this one's not cracked anymore. The other one was cracked right here, all the way across. I asked him, I go, what do you think could have caused that? I go, it's not the flex of the truck or anything. I go, you changed it 3 years ago. Do you think a branch hit that? He goes, I'm not sure. I said, all right. We're just trying to figure it out. Seats look good in this. Look and see if we have to pull any seats out and send them to get fixed. This one looks good. So we got the bucket done here. Look at that. It's like a sandy beach, except it doesn't move. This one's all done. Yeah, I didn't even think of asking the guy while he was here. Gluing our mirror on the windshield. About every month and a half, a couple months, it seems to fall off. And I didn't even think of, I just caught the guy when he's going out the door. I didn't even think of it. All right, seat looks good here. Oh, this one has a little tear right there. I don't think that's enough there to... Oh, maybe another one right there. Probably got this one fixed 10 years ago. This one has a little bit of a tear right there. So I can put my finger. Well, that's going to be about it. You guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up. Let's head over and do the next thing. Adios, amigos. Bulletin board's starting to have less stuff on it. So don't forget. You guys want to see some of the other videos we do? You can see, they're right here. You see the circle right here and the circle right there. Just click on those videos.